Chillo there, H+III+T to boot that dang on time, y'all. I know I've been posting a lot of videos this week. That's my fault, but stuff just keeps happening, and y'all know I gotta put my dang on 3 cents in it. Not 2, 3, because it's that dang on serious. But y'all, H+III+T, you guys, you see the title of the video. This is another Dear segment. Dear TNA, as you guys know, I am a fan of pro wrestling, as partly ashamed of that as I might be nowadays, but I also watch TNA along with WWE, and the only reason why I'm watching TNA, I'm going to keep it 1,000, is because of Jeff Hardy. Trust me, if Jeff ever left, I would never watch another episode of TNA as long as I live. I mean, I mean, really, I could care less. But I'm watching for Jeff Hardy. Right now they're in England, and because of Jeff Hardy's track record, we'll keep this PG, no WWE, pun master. Because, yeah, they're in England, so because Jeff Hardy can't leave the country because of his parole or something like that, he couldn't go, so they did the whole he got hurt angle. We know what's really going on. He's at home taking selfies with his family, he's fine. But, so I'm watching TNA just to see, like, is he back? Is he coming back? Because, like, they don't have as much publicity as WWE. Long story short, let me get into the dang on foolishness for why I'm calling this Dear TNA, because I want to talk directly to TNA. This is not a bashing TNA video. I don't want people to think I'm, like, really taking a dump on them. This is just me just talking to you guys, and hopefully this kind of public attention will get people to watch you. I don't know, but y'all, I just watched last night's Impact. I recorded it, and I'm just now watching it. TNA is trying to get attention so badly at this point, because nobody, like, if I were to ask you what channel do you think TNA comes on, everybody would say Spike, right? No, they're on Destination America. I don't know what that is either, so I had to, like, check the cable thing or whatever to find out where the job this is so I can continue to watch. TNA is going on some hard times right now, and they're in England, and it looked like it was a sellout crowd. I don't know, maybe they just got people off the streets, but the first thing I saw that made me raise my eyebrow, no Dwayne Johnson, shout out Fast 5, was they had a match between Robbie E. and Brooke. Now, I'm not going to sit here and explain the rivalry because I don't know it myself. I don't even know who these people are, but it's a guy and a girl. I'll say that again. They had a match between a guy and a girl. I'm not trying to be sexist and say guys can't do the same thing as girls, but I thought there was an understanding in the wrestling world, you know, guys don't hit girls. I thought there was an understanding in life, with the exception of Chris Brown, that guys don't hit girls. So what was the point of this match? I mean, like, you see in the WWE and everywhere, even in TNA, it's established that it's like the wrestling law, guys don't wrestle girls. So why did you have a match where a guy wrestled a girl? There were some spots in the match where, like, Robbie was, like, suplexing her and stuff. They tried to drop kick her in the face. And I'm like, I'm uncomfortable. You know, I couldn't even enjoy the match because I was something about seeing a beefed up guy DDT a girl into a canvas really makes me uncomfortable. I'm sorry, that's not entertaining to me. So I was already kind of out on that, but I said, let me just keep fast forwarding through this because I know maybe Jeff or Willow's going to come out or something like that, so I keep fast forwarding. Then they have the thing with Bram and Magnus, and Mickie James was like being held or something. I'm like, okay, more violence against women. Okay, we're pushing the envelope, but I get it. TNA wants to get those shock value ratings. That's cool. But this is where it went too far. And this video is way too long. I can understand if nobody watches this. But this is where it went too far for me. The main event, yes, the main event was, I can't believe I'm saying this, was, oh, they have a wrestler named EC3. Isn't that pretty close to H+III+T? I'm just going to throw that out there. Y'all taking my gimmick, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, his name's Ethan Carter III, whoever he is, and a guy named Rockstar Spud. And that's the main event. Now, this company has Bobby Lashley, Samoa Joe, MVP, and Kurt Angle. But the main event was Rockstar Spud and Ethan Carter III. That's neither here nor there. So, during the match, and it's a very pointless feud, I'm going to get to the point, guys. There was a point where somebody hit someone in the face with an elbow, and Rockstar Spud started to bleed. Now, y'all, this is pro wrestling, so, you know, it's whatever when somebody bleeds. But it was blatantly obvious that Spud did the blade joiner where there's like a gash going like this across his head. An elbow doesn't make a slicing mark on your head, so it was obvious what happened. And maybe this was the first time Spud did it, but he's bleeding profusely, like no Jim Ross. It was a crimson mass. Dude is covered in blood. I mean, it was a little bit uncomfortable. I was getting a little squeamish. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't know. It was just kind of uncomfortable because dude is just bleeding, gushing and gushing, and it's like, okay, that's pro wrestling. It's fine. But there was some points where I was getting uncomfortable. So much so I was kind of fast forwarding through a few parts where they were showing his face because it's like, I don't want to see another man bleed. That's not cool. But what had happened was it had gotten so gory and so violent because Rockstar never stopped bleeding. I mean, his face is like literally dyed in red. And freaking, you hear the announcer say, "Oh, things are getting a little violent here. Destination America is telling us to tone down the violence." I'm like, what does that mean? Then I noticed they put a black and white filter on the screen every time they show Rockstar Spud. Yo, you can't make this up. I am dead serious. They put a black and white filter over the screen every time they showed the guy that was bleeding. Because that is their idea of censoring it. Number one, are you telling me that something is so graphic and so gory that your bootleg network, no offense, had to tell you to censor it? And two, you chose black and white? First of all, let's address the black and white part, okay? As you guys know, doesn't everything look cooler in black and white? Example. Do I not look 10 times more awesome right now in black and white? That's neither here nor there. So when they showed him, it looked even scarier and even more traumatic because this guy's bleeding and it's in black and white, so it looks like a cool flashback from the 90s. But on top of that, isn't this pro wrestling? Aren't they supposed to be bleeding and falling through tables and crap? Destination America, if that's too much for you, why are you showing it? You know it's already been recorded. It's already been recorded, so why would you air it? I don't know what to say about TNA. I'm happy they brought back the 6-sided ring thing. That's cool. But you guys gotta get it together. I'm not dissing you. This isn't like a shoot. I'm not insulting you guys. If y'all need help, call up your boy. Y'all got EC. Call up H+III+T. I got you. You see the email. SeverTheBond at Gmail. Hit me up. I got you. I'll be a pro wrestler. I'll help y'all out. I'll write scripts, whatever. But y'all gotta step it up. WWE is going through some of the worst scripting I've seen in years, and they're still more entertaining than y'all. Y'all gotta step it up. You got Chris Brown stuff on here. You got people beating up women. That's your idea of getting ratings in? Y'all gotta step it up. I'm sorry. This has been Dear TNA. Y'all, again, I know there's gonna be some TNA fanboys who are gonna get on here and talk some trash, but y'all gotta step it up. I had to make a video. This is getting to be too much. Like, comment, subscribe, H+III+T. What do you think about TNA? Does anyone watch Oh, here's an even better question. I bet some of you don't even know what TNA is, but leave a comment about your thoughts about the current state of pro wrestling right now, because right now it's just WWE. And don't say, oh, Ring of Honor, because nobody cares. Nobody cares. Yeah.